Without further ado, I'd like to introduce to you once again Jerry McPherson. He's with the Arizona Commission on African American Affairs. Please help me welcome Jerry.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is a pleasure to be before you once more, and I have the honor and privilege of introducing the governor of the great state of Arizona. I have to first acknowledge I have the privilege of having been appointed by Governor Hobbs on two separate occasions. First, many of you know I serve as Executive Director of the Arizona Commission of African American Affairs. But prior to serving as Executive Director, I was appointed as a Commissioner. And I got a chance to learn a little bit more about the Commission, learn a little bit about the relationship between the Commission and the Governor's Office. And since I've had taken over this role as Executive Director, I had a chance to work closely with not only the Governor but the staff. I have nothing but love and support in the work that I'm doing in aligning our missions and ensuring that the goals and priorities of the Governor's Office align with the goals and priorities of the Commission that I represent. So it really is an honor for me to do this task of introducing our great governor to you all. Arizona Governor Kitty Hobbs brings decades of public service shaped by roots in social work and a deep commitment to justice. A former shelter director and legislator, she serves 4 terms in the Arizona legislature, including as Senate Minority Leader, and was elected Secretary of State in 2018, where she earned national recognition for election integrity. Elected governor in 2022, she has prioritized issues such as housing, water security, and inclusive economic development. Governor Hobbs remains a champion for Arizona families, embodying the belief that government should uplift and empower every resident of the state. Please welcome Arizona Governor, Honorable Kitty Hobbs.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much, Jerry. I am so happy to be here with all of you today and grateful for the invitation. I know the last couple years I wasn't able to join you all, so just really glad to be here. As governor, I am working to make sure that every single Arizonan has the opportunity, security, and freedom that they need to thrive. I call that the Arizona Promise, and it means having access to things like housing, education, economic opportunity, and healthcare, to name a few. But many of these things are harder to access for people living with disabilities, and even more so for people of color living with disabilities. No Arizonan should be shut out of the Arizona Promise because of their skin color or their ability. So it's imperative that we make sure critical services are accessible and well-funded. Recently, we fought to protect funding for services for the Division of Developmental Disabilities. 60,000 families across the state rely on these services, and you all were a big part of that fight, so thank you so much for that. We were able, through that process, to really highlight the needs of so many families across the state. And I'm always going to be a staunch advocate to make sure we're protecting those kinds of services and that we don't let politics get in the way of doing the right thing. So again, thank you all so much for your help on that. Another area that I'm really proud of our efforts to create a more inclusive Arizona is on workforce development. Through an executive order, I created a workforce cabinet that is tasked with evaluating gaps and identifying opportunities for improvement in our workforce efforts. And one area of focus is improving job opportunities for people living with disabilities. We're continuing to find avenues for partnership on this, And for those who can, we know that being able to work and provide for yourself and your family is so important to living a fulfilling life. It's not just about having a job, it's also about feeling valued at your workplace. As we are sitting here today, there are politicians in Washington, D.C. trying to strip away healthcare from millions of Americans and hundreds of thousands of Arizonans. The plan they put forward provides very little flexibility for people living with disabilities. So just like we did with the DDD fight here in Arizona, we need to take this fight to Washington and make sure that we're engaged and that these cuts don't happen. It would be detrimental to healthcare access for people across the state. And we're going to continue to fight to protect that care. So I'm asking all of you to continue advocating as well, calling your U.S. representatives and letting them know how dangerous these cuts would be. Thank you to Disability Rights Arizona for this conference, for bringing everyone together at such a critical moment when we have so much to focus on to protect care for Arizonans who need it. This is a great opportunity to come together, to share resources, information, and again, I really appreciate the invitation to be here. Thank you all so much.
Once again, let's hear it for Governor Katie Hobbs. We appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. This has been an extraordinary day. It's been an extraordinary conference. It's the most well-attended that the African American Conference on Disabilities has had. There have been the most sponsors that they've had, and also the most exhibits upstairs. So with that, on behalf of Ronaldo Fowler and his dynamic team, we want to extend gratitude to each and every one of you for participating in this august affair. Give yourself a hand. So what started off with the firebrand, Ms. Wiley, thank you for getting us started. We don't want to say goodbye, but we want to say see you in 2026. Have a great day.